I'm hungry right now. Does anybody want to just see me prepare this and eat? Because I eat with hunger on time. When I have the signal that is hunger, I am hungry and I eat on time. It's like when you have to get to the toilet on time. Speaking of get to the toilet on time, I have a threatening about get to the toilet on time.
Of soaps, but the men are
Let me
mixing
back
with
up.
soap. You have soap in the men's room. Men are masculine entities that have a dumb genital disease the wrong way, and no one affords that there was ever such a thing as a man or men for a men's room in public. They don't really afford that the hoopiness is alive using the public men's room for 45 years of alive public men's room. Public toilets, public showers, public sinks, public. Do you have soap in the men's room? Who can afford that? You have a penis and you have soap in the men's room. How are you going to get your penis off? You can put soap all over your penis and you can't get it off. And I know you want to put that penis right in my mouth because you can't put soap on your penis and get it off. I am the soap Nazi, and soap is hopelessly disappointing even though I love soap. I love how it feels. I love how it smells. All the different scents of all the different soaps, colors of soaps, all the way they feel. I love soaps. But the men are mixing with the soap. You have soap in the men's room. What do you want me to do? I'm not a man. I'm not men. I would say I'm a man. If I say I'm a man, that's another context. But I'm not really a man who made males with penis. Like the men, genitals died the wrong way and left male with penis having nowhere to go to the bathroom. And the man is like leaving you in, do you call it inheritance? It's not a her. You have some kind of something left behind for you that's deceased the wrong way, and you can use it. But what you can use it because I'm female, looking at the word inheritance, her, her, and I mean I'm not really her, but I'm feminine genitals on myself. Now they're mutilated, so it's just mutilated genitals. So I can use the female's restroom, but it says women. I'm not really a woman, and I don't have leverage in women. But I have to use the bathroom. I don't go on my clothes, so I use the women's restroom. But what are your men? You are males with a penis, and you just go into the men's room. Do you even think about how you're going to pay for that? Because you can't pay for it because it's men is above you, not below you. You can't go down to lower and have a men's room to cover you. Ever had a penis? If you have a penis now, it won't leave you with. If you had another life after this, and you had some other genital, it won't be the penis room that will let you go in there and relieve yourself. You have a penis. Do you know how to pay for that? Besides putting it in my mouth.
If you say the word penis, do you get a penis in your mouth? Well, for me, I know what a penis is, but not because I have a penis. That's because the penis is in view. Are you trying to decease someone and threatening it? I'm God deceased and you want to give me new experiences, but I'm God deceased. But there's nothing new. I love my dad figure saying, when I got the chicken pox, I got some calamine lotion. And my dad said, let me put it on the front. And I said, that's okay, I can do that myself. And he's like, yeah, it's nothing I haven't seen before. And that's my dad needing to be murdered by Dr. Paul Wernick. That means Dr. Wernick got calamine lotion for myself. That was possible with Dr. Kenwood, look how you put Dr. Wernick and Dr. Kenwood together to get me a bottle of over-the-counter calamine lotion. Well, you are terrible that you don't have that solved. Dr. Wernick, Dr. Kenwood, and Dad being Hans, that he's not Moser. And why don't you talk about the bank fraud or just take him away from the banking, put him in jail and prison? You should report to his office that he was in jail and prison if he appears in the office again. You have to fight with that. He's a shunt. You can't just leave it that I don't have any keys. I wasn't born that way. You have so much debt. You don't know that I don't have any keys is your fault because you consume the threatening and you're so elated. You don't want to cry in front of me that you have a major disaster ahead of you. You just want to perform for me that you're very comfortable and you're secure in with who you are and where you are, and you don't really understand your problem. Is almost the same as if you didn't have one at all. Yes. YouTube suspension still in effect. I would like to die at the end of the 7 days suspension because it is implicit that I am due in jail and prison on the point that I'm suspended from YouTube by YouTube. It is by YouTube. So that means they are not posting my videos, but they announce that they're going to post my videos if I post anything. 7 days and onwards. After 7 days of suspension onwards, it will post the videos. I'm due in prison and that I died so that I don't post any videos or blaspheme all the videos I already posted that I am God deceased. Yeah, I actually don't afford myself. No, I don't have deceased that way, but it sure looks like it should be that way, huh? I don't afford your YouTube subscriptions. I don't afford that I don't see what you really are. Well, you're here for yourself. You're not here for me. You can't say that you're here for me, but I see that that's your money. You don't know how to be here with yourself, for yourself. It's not your property. It's the dung genital deceased the wrong way, and it clearly doesn't afford it. I mean, you're not really acknowledging that your penis is a penis. Well, you didn't give it all the money. That is, you act like your penis is a dung genital if you can read and write and speak English. If you speak English, you read and write. If you are in America, you are in the threatening of that you have a dung genital and you have a penis that's due to leave America. You have to leave all the properties because you don't have a dung genital. And I'm wondering about the people who weren't exactly alive after being, who are you? Like, let's say Mitch, he has a dung genital in his past somewhere that has something to do with his nose looking like that. And he doesn't say that anymore, so he isn't really connected with that anymore. But that's how I know him. I don't know him another way. And there's some photography on that. Not obscene, but it is obscene. It's a family photography. I'm not in the picture, and I can see that Mitch is in there, but I'm not in there. And he doesn't have it paid for that he was ever in that picture. I don't really know him another way. Yeah, I can't say that I know him from law school. I know that he was at law school graduation at Navy Pier in Chicago, Illinois, and I don't actually know him in law school because I'm not old enough to know him that way. The law school would not take me in as someone would, a student. I can't be a student in the law school at the same time because I don't have the age or consumption. They won't let me in. So what's wrong with that is I don't actually want to be here anymore because I'm died out of the money. And it's a constant threatening that I have to be nice to people who are threatening my physical safety. and they are intimidating myself, that if they don't get what they want, they're going to upset my happy life when they're not around, like a broken window. Well, if you're going to break the window, you have to report it, because you keep reporting to me what you're going to do to me. You report to me what you're going to do to me. You report to me what you're going to do to me. And you don't tell the police so that they can tell you that they are going to leave, and you're supposed to leave like they do. Well, you can't be like, ask the police to leave. You can't call the police on myself, which is already done, so it's too late. You can't call the police on myself and you want them to leave, and then you come back like you know me and you still want to give me trouble after that. That's the police needing to leave with you and not leave because I'm somewhere and they leave myself. You don't know how to pick a fight with police. Do you know why you don't know all these things? You're supposed to take care of yourself when you're not close to myself. If you're close to myself, you're just loitering, the worst case scenario, because I'm not going to help you with that. I don't know you, I don't trust you, I don't need you, and I don't believe you, and I don't like you. So I really can't give you a better life than the worst case scenario to myself. You don't have to announce the bad news that you're here. You're come to be here to tell me to get out. You're come like God to be here to tell me that you're sorry that I'm not yourself. I can see you don't afford your dong genital. I'm not blessing you with a dong genital. Are you sorry that I'm not yourself? I'm not blessing you with a dong genital. I don't say that when you're threatening my physical safety. If I was going to threaten you with how angry I can be because I am myself and I am big, I would not be threatening that you don't have deceased. You do that like it's a mess of broken glass, and you don't know it because you want to keep the glass and you want to be on the inside. You have recycled glass windows. You have recycled glass of your windows, in your windows. And you know that by your cars, that they get like updated. You have cars, for example, year 2026 model cars are out now in the year 2025. So you can use them for now and through next year if you're alive, but I don't have alive too much longer. Well, once I'm not alive anymore, it's going to be that I'll be watching what's wrong with it and I won't be in it anymore. Yeah, I'll be able to see you, but you won't be able to see me. And that's really not the point. I can afford to be confronting you, but you're a disaster on the internet. Yes, you're a disaster. You're worse than it looks. I'm traumatized by some things of when I was younger. And I need a death out of my Godhead because it's traumatized and I don't really want to change. I'm traumatized because I won't change, and I don't want to change wants a death because I don't want to change. I'm not going to change my mind because I've been traumatized. I'm not going to change who I am because I've been traumatized. I just want to die out of my Godhead because it's traumatized. It isn't going anywhere. I eat a lot of food, but it's not going anywhere. I'm not going to change who and what I am for that to traumatize myself. If then, I don't know. Did you traumatize myself over a glass window a long time ago? You know what I mean? I can't really find the small, cheap things that you ruined my life over because you were angry and you thought you're like God that way. But you make a mess out of God when you're angry and you're not really deceased. You're angry with that you have 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth, and you don't afford them. Well, you don't have another way to see God. That's how you can see God. That's how I can see God while I'm here, but I can be elsewhere, but not when I want to. If you traumatize my 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth with that you don't know how to be yourself, I can't just get out of alive because it's not fair to me. It's not fair to me, and I am the measure of what is fair. It moves around myself. What is fair is about myself. And you are not fair to me, and I do not just get out of alive because you are not fair to me. What are you trying to get because you think something's not fair to you? But you don't look like me. Everything's not fair to you because you don't look like me. If you don't believe in me, you could hang up the phone, if you know what I mean. If you don't believe in me, I can't change that. But that's the money that you stole. You don't believe in me because you have all sorts of possessions. Not like possessions, like you think something is yours. Have you been in a car? You try to own yourself by getting in and out of a car. You don't really own yourself that way. It's got a key. You can't just key yourself into that you possess yourself. You own yourself and you possess yourself and you control yourself and you command things with yourself. That's you just having keys. It's nothing new in God. God knows the order. God is the order. He creates you that way. You're being created that way and you don't mind. You don't actually object that you're being created that way. You're a major, massive cry problem, but you're not allowed to cry near me. So if you're not allowed to cry near me, are you allowed to do other crime? If you're not allowed to cry near me, are you allowed to crime anything, because you're elated and you're exactly on a point of being illegal and you know it and you're very controlled and you have some sort of lock on yourself. I know, but it's your keyed up head. I actually don't want it. I don't want to buy your crime. No, I don't want to help you with that. Whose food is it? I know I talked myself right out of the food money. No, I don't afford the food money. Definitely not. It's my food. You won't give it to me without the food money? How many times can I get the food for free? Just once. I need one delivery of food that has no charges on it and see how much I can get. Just give me a meter of how much food I can get without having to pay your charges that I am not yourself. I am aliving the food supply. I alive it with all of myself. I alive it. And you don't want to give it to me because I alive the food supply. I want to see how much I can get. One delivery. I know you won't give it to me because I alive the food supply, but that's the payment. That's how I can pay for it. Otherwise, I'm just eating it and what's it to me? I just need to get it. Well, I guess I get it, but I don't know. I don't really want to pay for it. I need one delivery. Just one, because that's all you can afford out of me. Just one. Am I taking up too much of your time? So what else are you doing today?